Good afternoon, Hume-Fogg family. This is Dr. Kelly Hargis, your school principal, and I am so excited to welcome you back to the castle. Yes, though our building doors may be closed, our hearts are open, and our school is alive and well in each of us gathered here for our online Senior Awards ceremony. We have a very special show on tap for you today, complete with art, instrumental, and vocal performances. However, the main prizes are those awards given to honor the hard work and accomplishments of our seniors. We'll be announcing those throughout the show, including numerous academic and athletic recognitions, perfect attendance, the J.D. Taylor Award, and many others. Yes, we have a packed show for you, so without further ado, I'll pass it off to your senior class president, Alex Pechernikoff.
Hello. I would like to welcome all of the students of the class of 2020 and any friends and family that may be watching. I am Alexander Pechernikoff, the senior class president, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do this. I understand that I am addressing everyone on somewhat of a somber note, as many are unhappy with current circumstances, and that is quite just. I would like you all to remember that this is not to punish us in any way, but to keep everyone safe and healthy. I want to reassure the class of 2020 that it does not mean your hard work and success goes unnoticed. This is why we have the ceremony today, to celebrate the honors of our fellow classmates, although in a somewhat unorthodox manner. Though we do not get to be beside our peers and teachers, we can still celebrate all we have done in this way, and we can all be together in some form. We will always be together and connected by our alma mater, Hume-Fogg, and we will always be a family with each other in our minds and our hearts. I want to thank and urge all of you to thank our friends, families, and all of our role models for supporting us and motivating us to get through these past 12 years, especially through these recent difficult times. But most importantly, I want everyone to remember to be proud of yourselves for putting in the time and the work in and out of school to be the best you can be and getting this far. I am extremely proud to have been by your side these past 4 years and watching all of you grow to be the people you have become. We hope you enjoyed this celebration video, and as always, Blue Knights, be kind.
Hello, Hume-Fogg seniors and families. My name is Mr. Rick Stanley, and I am the Science Department Chair. I hope you're all doing well. We certainly miss you during this bizarre time, and we're so sorry that we're not able to do this in person. However, we would still like to honor and recognize all of our seniors for your hard work during the entire year, and especially during the last couple months. We'd also like to give a big thank you and congratulations to all of our parents for your continued support and commitment to our seniors for their entire academic career that led them up to this moment. The Hume-Fogg Science Department would like to recognize a handful of seniors for their impressive work ethic, engagement, and leadership in the classroom. It's always really difficult to narrow down all of our classes to just a couple students because you all do such a great job all year. Dr. Lee would like to recognize Gabby S. for AP Biology. Dr. Kessler would like to recognize Anissa Jayathalake and Sue Zhang for AP Chemistry. Mrs. Bagsby would like to recognize Emily Hudson for AP Chemistry. Mr. Montenegro would like to recognize Gabby S. for AP Physics C. I would like to recognize Lucia Berkey for AP Environmental Science. Dr. Kessler would like to recognize Ella Coonan for Nanoscience. Mr. Skinner would like to recognize Vaughn Gavigan for Earth and Space Science. And lastly, Mrs. Davis would like to recognize Connie Tran for Anatomy and Physiology. Thank you and congratulations again for completing the long and difficult race, even if the finish line looked nothing like what we thought it was going to. We love and miss you all. We hope you come back to visit us, and good luck on the next leg of your journey.
Hello, Dr. Lee here. I have the pleasure of acknowledging this year's recipients for the Science Olympiad Leadership Award. From the very beginning of the academic year, These two seniors spearheaded the effort to get the teams ready for competition by promoting a culture of dedication and accountability through their own hard work. It is disappointing not to be able to see the year through, as I am sure this team would have reached new heights. But with that said, we are so proud of you, Paul Kim and Alexis Smith, for setting an example the Hume-Fogg way.
The English department would like to recognize the following students for their scholarship, leadership, and engagement in our courses this year. It has been a pleasure to watch each of them grow as writers and thinkers throughout their 4 years at Hume-Fogg. For AP Literature and Composition, we would like to recognize Bethany Reich. For AP English Language and Composition, we would like to recognize Cameron Stacy, Samuel Halbert, and Andrew Pelham. For Honors English 4, we would like to recognize Rachel Stahl, Sue Zhang, Kat Ridge, and Dominica Medina. And finally, for Creative Writing, we would like to recognize Jordan Garrett. Thank you all for your hard work this year, and congratulations.
Hi, my name is Mr. Jenkins. I am the teacher coach of the Hume-Fogg chess team. I am proud to celebrate the contributions and accomplishments of seniors Connor Butler and Eric Shaw. They both participated in the team regional chess tournament where Hume-Fogg placed second and the team state chess tournament where Hume-Fogg took fifth, our best finish in years. Congratulations, Connor and Eric. We're really proud of you.
Uh, 18 years in the making and now I'm done. I never thought that I would see the day when it would come. I thought I had a bit more time with you, but as it turns out, I ain't got the power to choose. I hope I left a mark. I know we've been apart since last March, but I hope that I'm a part of your life, you know it's short. Didn't realize it before, trying to live each moment out and don't let anyone ignore the memories we keep inside our mind are crystallized. So even if we're running out of time, we won't be paralyzed. And from now on, I'll try memorialize the lives and time we spent. Feel like it had gone and went, and I guess I ain't content. But I guess that's how it crumble. I can grumble all I want, but I gotta move on and never stumble. I depart when my life is all a jumble. I am humble, I do not have the answers on demand, and it's a puzzle, is it not? I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time, but you only get one life, so live it right. I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time, but you only get one life, so live it right, live it right. Live it right, live it right. Yeah. We got our lives laid out ahead of us. No, we ain't gon' let the time stop us. We could change the world, we could make it better. So we gonna go till the wheels fall off. Yeah. You only get one life, so you gotta get it right, live it right. You only get one life, one life, one life, yeah. I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time, but you only get one life, so live it right. I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time. I wish I had a bit more time, but you only get one life, so live it right, live it right.
Alexis Smith is one of the most talented students to ever come through Hume-Fogg, not just academically, but also in regards to her extracurricular engagement, her social skills, and her involvement in many clubs and sports. She is not afraid to express her opinions while listening to others with equal respect, maintaining an open mind while the dialogue is open, and always willing to rework her ideas based on conversations or texts she reads. Her academic talent is indisputable. She has selected the most challenging courses in the magnet school program and has maintained superior grades throughout, while also being on the Vanderbilt campus 1 day a week for the past 4 years to attend courses in science and math at Vanderbilt University. It is my honor and privilege to announce to you our salutatorian for 2020, Alexis Smith. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know that it feels surreal to be graduating like this. Every single person that I've had the honor to learn and grow beside has put in 4 years of dedication, and we have all begun to wonder what it was all for. We don't get the chance to walk across the stage, to wave to the audience, and to stand and celebrate with our friends. No one could have predicted the situation that we are currently in. I never would have imagined giving this speech in front of my phone camera instead of in front of all of you. In a matter of weeks, everyday life has been flipped on its head, and it is difficult to find happiness when the things that we've spent years planning for are being canceled one after the other. Many people dream about becoming a part of history, but no one wished for it to be like this. Right now, when disappointment and danger are the most prevalent feelings in our society, it is completely normal to feel overwhelmed and weak. In a time where it is so easy to lose hope, I remain confident in my classmates' ability to find the strength to make the most out of what we've been given. I believe this because we have always done so. We have always countered bad situations with a sense of courage, empathy, and togetherness that is unparalleled. Only 2 months ago, when a tornado devastated our city, we were among the first to go out and help our neighbors. In beautiful acts of selflessness, our class worked to rebuild and to support the affected communities by cleaning up, donating, and even making breakfast for those in need. After tragedies like the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas school shooting, when we feared for our lives in the very place that is meant to prepare us for life, we marched and advocated for ourselves not only once, but twice. Even during situations that were not as expansive, I am still in awe with how flawlessly we handled them. When our sophomore year started with a chemical spill, instead of taking it as a bad sign, we made it rain down in the First Baptist Church and then made an unforgettable year. After every failed test, every difficult week, every individual crisis that we faced, we always picked ourselves up and only grew stronger. We refused to be put back by obstacles, hardships, and anyone that told us that we weren't capable. I am incredibly proud of the many young leaders I had the opportunity to interact with every day in my class. So many of us sought to be the change. We spoke out on mental health, race and gender, bullying, climate change, civic engagement, anything that we felt passionate about. Individually, we all excelled as volunteers, activists, musicians, athletes, scholars, artists, and most importantly, role models. But together we were unstoppable. None of us alone would have been able to accomplish such astonishing feats. Our friends were the ones to encourage us to make our voices heard. We gave each other opportunities to do things we loved and company when we felt like everything was falling apart. Everyone in our class had someone that made them feel supported and loved, like we always had a place. It was the amazing friendships that we formed over the past 4 years that gave us the strength to persevere no matter what. It was the promise of going out to eat after games, having potlucks during nighttime, and hanging out on the balconies that kept us energetic every single day. In times like this, when it feels like we are losing everything, we can't help but reminisce about the things we miss most. It is no coincidence that every one of us has wished to be back at school, despite the troubles it has brought us. We hope and we wait for the day that we can go back, not to school itself, but to the people that made our time there meaningful. Our resilience has become what it is today because of the people that have made it worth fighting for. 4 years ago, every one of us walked into the doors of the castle, nervous about what was to come. The years that ensued were full of hard work, many late nights, and an immeasurable amount of stress. But those hard times are easily outweighed by the pure enjoyment, the life-changing experiences, and the euphoria that came with it all. And in that time, we have all transformed into the strong, capable people we are today. Every one of us has unique interests, goals, and personalities, but we were all brought together by our time at Hume-Fogg. We won't always remember the things that we learned here, but we'll never forget the people we learned them with. Why am I so confident that we can get through this unprecedented time? Because we've conquered other obstacles, and this is just another one that we will soon be able to add to our list of accomplishments. The key is that we do it together. Although we may not physically be able to be with one another right now, we are connected in powerful ways. Like we've done so many times before, we will find ways to support and celebrate each other. That is what makes our class so remarkable. No challenge will be great enough to keep us from succeeding together. It is unfair and heartbreaking that we will never get to finish high school and celebrate in a way that we deserve, but our untimely end only sets us apart even more. If it wasn't guaranteed before, we can be sure that the Hume-Fogg class of 2020 and all of the impacts and memories that we've made together will never be forgotten.
Each year, the senior class selects teachers from the Hume-Fogg faculty who have done the most to contribute to their educations during the previous 4 years. These teachers receive the Simmons Award in acknowledgement of excellence in teaching as recognized by the students. The award is given to 2 teachers, one who has taught the students in grades 9 or 10, and one who has taught the students in grades 11 or 12. The Simmons Award recipient for 9th and 10th grades this year impressed the students with a professional, skillful, and nurturing approach to the students. Here are a few of the comments from the students themselves about this year's recipient. This teacher is understanding and helpful of students when issues arise and provides help to students outside of class time. She has a love for her students that is so impressive. She truly cares that her students learn and develop skills. She is such a highlight of everyone's day. She always comes to school with a positive attitude and wants you to succeed. She is a great, kind, understanding teacher who works overtime to help students, even ones she does not teach. She is so sweet and really focuses on helping students learn in a healthy way. She is extremely skilled in math and is a wonderful teacher. She helps students and is so kind. I love calling her my teacher and friend. Math is a hard subject to teach, especially to people who don't feel they can do well. She leaves just enough room to grow while actively helping you in an understanding way. She is more than just my teacher. She is my friend. I love her, and her classes were always my favorite. And finally, something we can all agree on, she is a really nice person. The Hume-Fogg class of 2020 recognizes Ms. Natalie Boyd with the Simmons Award for 9th and 10th grade teaching.
Hey, class of 2020, thank you so much for choosing me this year to be a recipient of the Simmons Award. It really, really means a lot to me, and it is a huge honor. I'm really thankful for all of you that I've gotten to know over the past 4 years. You guys have been amazing, and I know that you're gonna go on to do amazing things. I'm really, really proud of you. I'm sad that we haven't gotten to celebrate together this year, but I did want to let you guys know that y'all have a very special place in my heart, and I'm gonna miss you guys a lot. Thank you so much.
Greetings, my name is Tim Russell and I'm the advisor for Hume-Fogg's Quiz Bowl team. What is Quiz Bowl? Quiz Bowl is an organization in which teams of 4 students gather to compete against other students in test of knowledge and quick recall. Students are asked to recall information on a variety of topics, from the sciences to the social sciences to literature and the arts. And the students not only do well at Hume-Fogg, but they also have a very good time. And 3 seniors that I could recognize today have made a very big impact on our team for the last number of years. First of all, there's Emily Martinez Perez, and then there's Eric Montefar Morales, and finally, the valiant Yashu Tang. All 3 have done a wonderful job with Quiz Bowl this year, and we look forward to news of their successes in years to come, and hope that they will remember us when they become rich and famous. Great job, guys.
Hey everybody, I'm Mr. Gamble, and as chair of the Math Department at Hume-Fogg, it is my absolute pleasure today to be able to take some time to talk to you and recognize and highlight some of the outstanding seniors who not only excelled in the math classroom this year, but who we believe truly display the type of intellectual curiosity that we as a department hold so dear. While a lot of people think that the goal of math is to obtain correct answers, we really feel that the true heart of a mathematician is one that embraces challenge, enjoys the excitement of discovery, and sees correct answers more of the byproduct of their work rather than the goal. And it's our feeling that the students we're recognizing today are exactly the type of students who embody those values that our department holds so dearly. So we're going to begin then with Ms. Burgess, and Ms. Burgess teaches honors pre-cal. And she has 3 students here that she would like to recognize as outstanding students in her classroom. The first student she describes as a conscientious student who always paid attention to details with their work. They were determined to understand all processes to the problem and enjoyed the challenge. A quality student and a pleasure to work with each day. This student is Hannah Evans. Secondly, Ms. Burgess would like to highlight a student who was always looking to improve their learning, who would ask questions and would like to always explain back to you to make sure that they understand the process thoroughly. They would come in for extra practice and was an excellent peer tutor, and that student was Nina Turkovich. Thirdly, this student came in prepared for class each day with a positive attitude. They always listened intently and had the unique ability to process mathematics with ease. They were very careful to check their work, and their work was nearly always flawless. A quality peer tutor and very friendly. That student is Alyssa Vu. So congratulations to all of you 3 in honors pre-cal. For honor statistics, Ms. Burgess would like to recognize a student who was always eager to learn and participate, a very intellectual thinker and observer, always ready to begin class and enjoyed the challenge of statistics and how data could be interpreted in different formats. This particular student was always a pleasure to talk with and was an excellent peer tutor, and that student is Grant Hooper. Moving on to AP Statistics, we will start with Miss Boyd. And Miss Boyd wants to thank all of her AP Stats classes for such a great and fun year. And though she had many strong stats students, there was one student in particular whose skills stood out as being flawless. They were always detailed and thorough, and their answers essentially could have passed through the AP rubric. So the person that Miss Boyd would like to highlight and congratulate this year is Alexis Smith. Also in AP Statistics, we have Miss Metz. Miss Metz wants to thank her students for such a great year. She says that you made teaching stats the best and most fun. When trying to pick the recipient of the award, many students came to mind, but there was one student who really stood out. She works incredibly hard, asks great questions, and just gets it. And that student is Whitney Hebert. All right, moving on from AP Statistics to AP Calculus. We'll do AP Calculus AB first. And the student that I want to talk about in AB Calculus is one who worked hard and showed great persistence in pursuing understanding. They may not have always been the first person to understand a concept, but they always made sure that they understood it thoroughly. You'll immediately know who this is because this person had the ability to discuss calculus and politics in the same breath and sound equally intelligent doing both, which is something that I'm going to miss next year. And that student is Cade McMillan. Then in Calculus BC, a student that I would like to congratulate and highlight is one who would do anything it took to ensure that they understood the material thoroughly. Nothing short of a complete understanding was good enough for this student, and even though they may not have always been the first person to grasp a concept, they always worked hard to make sure that they understood that concept thoroughly. It would not rest until they did so. So the student I would like to congratulate this year in BC Calculus is Elliot Grinder. And then finally, in multivariate calculus, the student that I would like to recognize is one who was the just picture perfect version of consistency. When they were faced with challenges in classes or difficult tests, it didn't really matter. They always met them in the same calm and measured way. This is a student who enjoyed challenges, embraced challenges. They never got frustrated or gave up, but would continue working and asking questions and plugging away until they were able to get the answer eventually. I'm very proud of this person and the work they did this year, and that person is Charlie Roast. So as a math department, we really want to thank all of you for your hard work this year. We're sad that the year was cut short the way it was, but we're so thrilled that we had the chance to work with you and to get to know you, and to get to know you as people and to value you as people and mathematicians. And it's been an absolute pleasure, and we can't wait to see you all at graduation this year. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Darren Bruce, and I am the Fine Arts Department Chair at Hume-Fogg. On behalf of the Arts Department, I would like to congratulate all of our seniors. First, the Band Awards from Dr. Rapani. Class of 2020 Concert Band Award, Nick Fouché. Over the years, Nick has shown over and again his amazing abilities as a team player. His dedication to his fellow students goes above and beyond, and Dr. Rapani is very proud of him. Class of 2020 Jazz Band Award and Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, Jacob Kitchen. Jacob is a multi-year all-state jazz band participant and one of the top tenor sax players in the state for the past 3 years. He has won multiple awards across the southeastern USA for his jazz playing and was recruited by several elite music colleges. He is attending the prestigious Berklee School of Music in Boston next year. Class of 2020 Wind Ensemble Award and John Philip Sousa Band Award, Rachel Stahl. Rachel has earned all-state concert band status every year beginning at Hume-Fogg. In addition, she has earned top honors each year for regional band. She has become a major force in the Hume-Fogg trumpet section and will continue her studies at Blair School of Music at Vanderbilt University next year. From Mrs. Miller for the orchestra, Victoria Guo. She has served as concertmaster for the orchestra for the last 2 years. She is a masterful and fiery player who led the orchestra with confidence and grace. She was selected to Mid-State and All-State Orchestra all 4 years. She will be missed. Emily Martinez Perez is a fine violist, a member of the Nashville Symphony's Accelerando program, and a true leader in the orchestra. She was just as comfortable leading the orchestra from the podium as she was a leader of the viola section. Emily was selected to Mid-State and All-State Orchestra. She will also be missed. Visual Arts Awards from Miss Snyder. The students receiving awards have consistently demonstrated exemplary work in the fine arts and performed at the top of their class in so many ways. They've achieved multiple awards in the Scholastic Art Competition, had their work on display in Nashville art museums, completed AP art portfolios, demonstrated mature artistic practice, and participated at the highest level of class discussion. In addition to all of that, Ms. Snyder would like to recognize Alex Haston for embracing her extraordinary ability to create visual narratives and develop a personal style. Belinda Grace Brooks for her tenacious, disciplined, and unmatched exploration, practice, and revision. And finally, Ms. Snyder would like to recognize S.K. Steen for having the courage to create deeply personal artwork, not for grades, not for an exam, not for attention, but for growth, her own and those it resonates with. Congratulations to our senior visual arts winners. And now for our yearbook awards. Ms. Amundsen would like to recognize 3 outstanding leaders for the 2020 Hume-Fogg Echo Staff. These 3 seniors showed an outstanding ability to adapt and persevere in the wake of unforeseen circumstances. Under their leadership, the yearbook staff was able to finish the yearbook remotely, capturing the spirit of Hume-Fogg and this unforgettable year. Please join me in celebrating Georgia Fleming, editor. Nina Turkovic, editor. And Elliot Grinder, editor-in-chief. And now for the choral department. Ms. Forbes would like to recognize the following students for their dedication and commitment to the Hume-Fogg Choral Department. Outstanding concert choir members, Ike Duffy and Elisa Osborne. Outstanding show choir members, Bryson Carter and Lily Soto. Outstanding choral performer, Karina Allen. The final choral award is the Vivaldi Arts Award for Excellence. It is named for Antonio Vivaldi, an Italian composer who was known for teaching, mentoring, helping, and caring. This year, the prestigious award is presented to two seniors who exemplifies these same characteristics, Zeth Dixon and Isaac Twitt. And finally, for the theater awards, I would like to recognize Lily Soto and Zeth Dixon for their outstanding contributions to the Hume-Fogg Theater Department. Over the years, they have excelled in leadership offstage and were shining bright on stage. Congratulations to Lily, Zeth, and all of our Hume-Fogg Theater seniors. From all of the arts teachers, we love and miss all of you. We hope you stay in touch and visit the castle again sometime soon. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It takes a certain level of commitment just to be a student at Hume-Fogg. But to be an athlete in addition requires a special degree of responsibility and character beyond even that of a normal student. You forego time with friends. While they sleep, you work. While they play games, you practice. While they make TikToks, you make plays. I applaud the sacrifices that you've made because I know that the skills and the discipline that you've learned through athletics is going to be a benefit to you as you move on to college and careers in the real world. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, congratulations. You've made us very proud through your hard work, your dedication, and we welcome your return in the near future as proud alumni and wonderful citizens we know you've worked so hard to become. At this point, I'd like to recognize a few individual athletes who will be continuing their careers at the next level. Sarah Cagna, Lee College will be competing in lacrosse. Letty Williams, St. Louis University Swimming. Addison Wright, University of North Carolina, Asheville, swimming. Connor Butler, Asbury University, baseball. Eamon Woods, Pomona College, baseball. And Elliot Grinder, Cumberland University, wrestling. We had some additional good news recently. We found out that Jeremy Martin is going to be wrestling at Cumberland University. So congratulations to Jeremy. It's a wonderful achievement. Congratulations to you all. Good luck. We can't wait to see what you do on the next level. Finally, I'd like to recognize our teams who achieved success on the field and the court this past seasons. Volleyball, our district champion, region runner-up, and sectional qualifier. Wonderful season, congratulations. Women's golf, district champion, and women's bowling, district champion. Our women's soccer team was the district runner-up and a region qualifier. Our men's bowling was the district runner-up and region qualifier. Boys basketball, third place district, region qualifier. Congratulations to all of those teams, coaches, and players. Wonderful season. I'd also like to say to all of our spring sports, we know how much it hurts not to play and how hard you work to prepare for your seasons. And we understand the pain that you're going through. And we want to commend you on what a wonderful time we've had as coaches, as a faculty, being a part of your lives. We wish that we could have continued it in competition this spring, but we know that you will proceed in life using what you've learned to become better people. To all, good luck, and go Blue Knights.
The biggest part of being successful is showing up. If you attend today, you achieve tomorrow. Perfect attendance is not an easy task to fulfill, but one of our graduates has completed this task for 13 years. This is an extraordinary accomplishment that only highlights some of his best attributes. He's committed, he gives his full effort in everything he does, and he's a diligent worker. We are proud to honor Jay Smith for perfect attendance for 13 years.
Hi everyone. The Hume-Fogg Library is an important part of our school, and we wouldn't be able to do it without the help of our library aides. From printing off papers that are delivered to the library aid account, to creating displays for our bulletin board, to hanging up posters, to helping students check in. We don't know what we would do without our library aides. And so we're going to be recognizing today two wonderful long-term aides who have done it all, and we hope that they will continue working in the library and college. Jordan Mays and Michaela Tanner are the example of what Hume-Fogg students are. Helpful, intelligent, and just all around wonderful people. We're so proud of you. We miss you so much, and we hope that you will continue your library career in college. Thank you, you too.
Gabriella S. is a gifted scholar whose academic record speaks for itself. She has managed a heavy load of rigorous coursework while also attending the School for Science and Math at Vanderbilt. Her perfect transcript proves that she is able to work hard and produce high-quality outcomes. While at Hume-Fogg, Gabby has won numerous awards for her academic strength. She is also a violinist with our school orchestra, a runner on our cross-country team, and still somehow finds time to tutor fellow classmates in Spanish and math. I have no doubt she will continue to make meaningful contributions to any community in which she is a part in the future. We love her so much, and it is with great pride and pleasure that I now introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2020, Gabriella S.
Hume-Fogg families, teachers, and most of all, my fellow students. This is not how I imagined our senior year ending. I was excited to have a final spring break. I was excited to go to our senior prom. I was excited to have a senior picnic at Centennial Park. But most of all, I was excited to spend these last couple of months with all of you before we go our separate ways into the next phase of our lives. Even though we've missed out on some typical senior year events, we are lucky enough to have already had the opportunity to make so many memories. We learned how to get around downtown together. We experienced the acid spill on the second day of sophomore year together. We walked out of school to the state capitol to protest gun violence, and we all did Marty's Econ note cards. We also experienced a tornado, and just days later, a pandemic. I know that these past few months have not been easy. I also can't say that things will be easy in the future. There will always be a challenge in our lives, even after our current conditions are just a memory. These challenges might be personal or academic. They could be political, and they might be another pandemic. However, watching the way that you have all taken this situation in stride is encouraging. You have adapted to these new and unfamiliar circumstances, reviewing for exams over Zoom, and thinking of ways to connect with each other without getting too close. Watching all of you respond in this way makes me confident that when things in the future are difficult, and they will be, we will be able to handle it. One thing that I've heard others say about the purpose of an education is that it is not to get good grades, or to solve math equations, or to analyze poems, or to pass standardized tests. We did that before we began to social distance. The purpose of an education is to raise good citizens. And though our situation seems to be bleak and endless, I know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We will emerge from this as better people, more mature, more understanding, more patient, and more informed. Those people will be better equipped to handle all of the different challenges in our lives that they will face. Those people will lead us through the next challenge. Although we are not in school right now, we are continuing our education and growing into those people. I wish I could be saying a very different speech to you in person. However, I am glad to have this chance to get a few words in, and I would like to thank the Hume-Fogg administration and teachers for all that they have done for us in light of these events. Even though I'm sure we had all envisioned a more normal end to our senior year and a more normal graduation ceremony, I'm glad to be able to celebrate our accomplishments and our time together in some way. I am grateful for our time in the castle together, and to the class of 2020, I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Justin Montenegro, and I will be presenting the second Outstanding Teacher Award. This award is given to a teacher whose class the students took either their junior or senior years. In nominating and selecting this teacher, the students had the following comments. Despite the fear of this teacher and this teacher's class, I've never met another teacher who loves and cares about teaching as much. The teacher is very helpful and supportive of students and provides ample opportunities for students to catch up if they are falling behind. This teacher is tough on the outside, but has a heart of gold. All of this teacher's students passed the AP exam. This teacher goes above and beyond to help and give resources for doing our best. This teacher is the pinnacle of the HFA experience. Even as my memory begins to fade, MR equals MC will be one of the last things to go. I was always really impressed by her near limitless energy. She was hustle incarnate. She was one of the most passionate and focused teachers at the school, which is saying a lot. It's worth noting that the last few of those comments came from students who still remember taking this teacher's class after graduating 22 years ago. Thank you for your dedication to Hume-Fogg, and congratulations to Marty Robinson.
I am so excited. I got an email from Kelly. Guys, I was bowled over. I could have done cartwheels on the patio. I was so excited. It is the best award I have ever had, and it means the most to me. You're graduating, and I'm graduating. We're walking into another stage of our lives together, and it really, really means a lot to me. There was one thing I was going to be serious about, though, and that is, whatever decisions you make in life, remember the opportunity cost. What you're giving up when you decide to do something. And that's, I'm not going to say MR equals MC. I want you to remember opportunity cost. Goodbye. I love you all.
Good afternoon. I am Jennifer Sickaroon, and on behalf of the World Language Department, I would like to congratulate our outstanding senior class and give special recognition to a few students that showed remarkable aptitude and, more importantly, dedication in their world language studies. For honors French Level 2, Madam Sexton would like to bestow appreciation and give praise to the efforts of Dominika Medina and Nina Turkovic. And for outstanding achievement in AP French Language and Culture, the award goes to Alexis Smith. A litany of platitudes and a rousing round of applause from our Latin preceptor, Mr. Tim Russell, to the following dedicated disciples. For high-level performance on the National Latin Exam, congratulations to Harrison Cover and Rachel Stahel. And for Latin 4 and 5 honors, appreciation for outstanding work to Brenna Noss and Yashu Tang. For excellence in Honors Spanish 4, Senorita Rosenkrantz said that this senior always came to class with a desire to learn, participate, and encourage her classmates. She applauds and recognizes Madison Ratliff for her achievements in Spanish and more. And finally, for my AP Spanish Language and Culture classes, I would like to recognize 3 students, 2 of which marched through the complexities and challenges of language acquisition in levels 1 through 4 before entering the AP class, and the 3rd who decided late in her high school career to embrace her heritage language skills and practice them with mastery. These awards go to Kate Allen, Emily Hudson, and Susana Beltran. Congratulations and felicidades to you all.
Good afternoon. I'm Allison Halbert, Department Chair at Hume-Fogg Academic High School, and today I have the distinct pleasure of presenting the Social Studies Awards to our distinct scholars for the graduating class of 2020. The first award I'd like to present is for AP Economics. The AP Economics course is a college-level course that introduces students to the principles of economics that apply the functions of individual economic decision-making. The course will include graphs, charts, and data to analyze, describe, and explain economic concepts. This year, Ms. Robinson would like to recognize the following 8 students for excellence in AP Economics. For her fall semester course, Ms. Robinson would like to recognize Connie Tran, John Hagan, Gabriella S., and Emily Hudson. For her spring semester class, Ms. Robinson would like to recognize Charlie Rose, Kay McMillan, Paul Kim, and Alexis Smith. The next award I'm going to present is for AP US Government and Politics. The AP US Government and Politics course, the class which I teach, is designed to get kids more familiar with the institutions and political structures of the United States government. The course includes an understanding of our foundations, federalism, the policy-making institutions, including the President, Congress, the judiciary, and the bureaucracy, and finally, those linkage institutions, which connect us to our policymakers. The role of interest groups, the role of political parties, the role of our elections and voting procedures. I would like to recognize the following 8 students for excellence in AP Government for the academic 2019-2020 year. For my fall semester, I'd like to recognize Elliot Grinder, Alan Muhammad, Cade Macmillan, and Alexis Smith. For spring semester, I'd like to recognize Madison Ratliff, Sydney Perrette, Georgia Fleming, and Jordan Simmons. The next award I'd like to present is our Department Award. Every year, members of the Social Studies Department sit down. This year, we had a Zoom meeting, and we talked about an outstanding student who exemplified what we come to expect when it comes to excellence in the social studies. I spoke with Mr. Lovell, Mr. Kamek, Mr. Hedgeland, and Ms. Robinson, and we all agreed that the student that we think is most deserving of the award this year is Ms. Abby Mendez. Ms. Abby, you've done a phenomenal job the past few years exemplifying exactly what we expect when we think of an outstanding citizen. You competed and participated in Model UN. You were in YIG. You've held office positions. You've always been outspoken and the leader in your course, in your class when it comes to political and social justice issues. You participated on the World Affairs team. You've even been in the media for leading a protest up at our state capitol. I can't wait to see what you're going to do in the next few years as you travel to William & Mary. We're all so proud of you and so happy to honor you with this award this year. The last award that I'm going to present is the William Sidney West Award. Mr. William Sidney West graduated from the class of 1929. He graduated right at the start of the Great Depression, and he had first-hand experience seeing what happened when we did not have an FDIC and when consumers were not protected by federal regulations. Throughout his lifetime, he endeavored to make sure that individuals understood and know the policies and principles of economics, and he decided that he needed to give back to the community. So in 1993, he came to Hume-Fogg and he asked Dr. Ann Whitefield, the acting principal at the time, if he could please sponsor a $1,000 scholarship every year for a student who's just excellent in economics. And of course she said, we'd be happy to accept that money. And so the family every year has reinstated this scholarship, and this year, after consulting with Ms. Robinson, she thought the most deserving student for the William Sidney West Award is Ritika Senapati. Ritika, congratulations, it's well deserved. This has been a truly interesting year, and I just have to applaud all of you for your efforts, for keeping such a positive attitude, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do in the future. Please make sure you come back and visit. We all love you. Bye.
Each year, the Hume-Fogg faculty selects a member of the senior class to receive the J.D. Taylor Award. The award is named for J.D. Taylor, the first principal of Hume-Fogg Academic Magnet, himself a key contributor to the implementation of the 3 original magnet schools for academically talented students. Upon his retirement in 1990, an existing award, known as the Hume-Fogg Faculty Award, was renamed the J.D. Taylor Award to honor Dr. Taylor and to encourage the recipient to carry on his vision for exemplary Hume-Fogg students. Today, this award is given to a student chosen by the faculty as one who exemplifies the spirit of Hume-Fogg. Over the years, the faculty and administration have defined the spirit of Hume-Fogg as having three characteristics: academic excellence, service to others, and a love for learning. This year's J.D. Taylor recipient is able to participate in extracurricular activities, take challenging courses, maintain their grades, give to their community, take on leadership roles, and still have a social life. Here are some words from one of this student's teachers to describe this year's recipient: considerate, consistent, caring, thoughtful, honorable, courageous, has an infectious smile, and is a joy to have in class. Another teacher tells me this: this student has given 4 years of consistent, humble, and dedicated leadership. His sincerity, positivity, and gratitude were just as powerful and necessary as his ability to organize, prioritize, and motivate those around him. I feel blessed to have had the opportunity to see this student work toward his potential as such an exemplary individual. So expert and graceful is he at handling all his duties at school, and he also works a part-time job, is a leader at church, and attended governor's school. His peers elected him president of the Student Government Association, as well as the president of the Black Americans United. Here are words from another teacher. His leadership and character have been instrumental in helping create a positive and active community for the students in the Black Americans United Club. He worked well with the other leaders in the cabinet to plan and coordinate events, and his mentorship of the younger students in the club was vital and will likely have a lasting effect on them as they grow up at Hume-Fogg. His encouragement of students and teachers made our building a brighter, more positive place to be. Despite having many commitments, his schoolwork was just as important to him, making him an excellent student and group member. This individual is no stranger to the stage. He has been a valuable leader and member of the concert choir and show choir. He has been involved in all 8 musicals during his 4 years at HFA. From his freshman year as the fisherman in Big Fish to his senior year as the romantic lead Robert Martin in The Drowsy Chaperone, he has always been a top-notch member of HFA Theater. The Hume-Fogg stage will truly miss his talent and loving spirit next year. Playwright George Bernard Shaw once said, "A gentleman is one who puts more into the world than he takes out." This year's recipient epitomizes the spirit of this statement. Please join me now in honoring the J.D. Taylor Award recipient from the Hume-Fogg class of 2020, a strong leader, a true scholar, and a young man of highest character, Mr. Zeth Dixon.
Well, Hume-Fogg family, as we near the end of our show, it seems only fitting that we would come together one more time to sing the Hume-Fogg alma mater.
On the city's central corner, reared against the sky, proudly stands our alma mater as the years go by. Forward ever be our watchword, conquer and prevail. Hail to the
What's up, Hume-Fogg? It's Zeth signing on for his last announcement to his 2020 senior class. Hey guys. So, this year did not end how we all anticipated it to, and while we're living in some very unprecedented times, I just wanted to sign on and let you guys know that I truly do miss you, and that I wish we could have shared our final moments of high school together in a more traditional fashion, and just cherish the last few moments that we could have spent together. And I also want to congratulate everybody on graduating high school. I mean, at the end of the day, we did it. Not many people can say that we've done that. And I mean, come on, we did that. Class of 2020. But yeah, I'm very happy for each and every one of us. And I'm very happy to see where we all end up in the next 4 years of our life. I'm looking through all these college acceptances and decisions, and it's very heartwarming because, you know, we spend the last 4 to 8 years for some of us together, and, you know, we get to know each other and we get to see all our passions develop, all the things that we like to do, all our interests, and then they all come together in this last final moment where we decide what we're going to be doing for the next 4 years of our life. And it's just amazing, you know. I'm very proud of each and every one of you guys, and I'm excited to actually get to see you all face to face sometime soon. During this whole time of self-quarantine and social distancing, it's just really hard, but you know, everything will work out in the end, and I have hope for us and, you know, for everybody. So love you guys, hope you're staying safe. Don't leave the house unless you absolutely have to, and if you do, wear gloves, a mask, wash your hands, all that jazz. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.